Hi everyone, and welcome to Meet the Candidates. We're actually introducing a new format for the show this time, where we will have each of the candidates give a brief statement about themselves, and then we're going to ask them to respond to a provided question regarding how they feel they are prepared to support the work of their mutual board. Now, Village Television is going to run this throughout the month of September, so we'll all have ample opportunity to get to know our candidates. But keep in mind that all the ballots need to be returned by September 27th at 5 p.m. So be sure to vote. It's very important that we meet our quorum. So let's get going and meet the candidates.
Hi, I'm Juanita Skillman, and I'm a candidate for re-election to the United Mutual Board of Directors. In my first term, I served as secretary for 2 years and then recently had been elected as president. I serve on many committees. I chair the Governing Documents Committee, the Resident Advisory Committee, I'm on Landscape Committee, and Finance Committee. I go to all of the meetings just so I know what's going on in the community, and I also represent United on GRF's Business Planning Committee, their Landscape Committee. I've been on the Community Activities Committee, the Security Access Committee, rotating through in my last 3 years whenever I needed to go on a different board. My professional certification is a Certified Records Manager, which is like a CPA for accounting, only for records information management. Before I moved to California, I was a high school teacher, English, drama, and speech. But since I came to California, it's all been records information management. I've served as records manager for many, both public and private companies, and as a consultant and trainer, because my forte was going into companies that had no records management and setting up a records management program. My volunteer activities, as a records manager, I was very active in the professional organizations for records and information management. I served as secretary, treasurer, president, and chairman of the board of the Association of Records Managers and Administrators, an international organization, and the Institute of Certified Records Managers, and the ARMA International Education Foundation. I still serve on their research committee. I also work at the Village Library. My Saturdays are my fun day, and I work at the desk on Saturday mornings, and in the afternoon I deliver books on wheels to shut-ins. Why do I want a second term on the board of directors? I feel that we've accomplished so much this year, and I'm really proud of many things that we've done, like the updated bylaws that came out of my Governing Documents Committee. I also feel that we are making real progress with the different things that we're doing in maintenance and construction, the new Alterations Committee, Alteration Standards Committee, and our Landscape Committee. So there are many things that are in progress that we still need to do. I am a good listener. I try to listen to all sides of every issue, because I know there's more than one side. There's always two or three sides to every issue, and then weigh them as to what's best for our community. I work very much with Third Mutual and with GRF, and hope to continue to be part of the whole community. How am I prepared to support the work of my mutual board? Basically, the answer is time. To me, this is my full-time job. I know I'm retired, but when I took on the responsibilities of a board member, this is what I devote my time to. I go to all the meetings, the task force, the subcommittees, so that I can be up and knowing what's going on in the community and to try to put as much of myself into it as I can. Now, I have to say I am very much in favor of the usual transparency, communication, but you know, that's a two-way street. All of the communication in the world doesn't work if the other side, you, the residents, don't participate. And it's very frustrating to do television, to do articles in the Globe, in the Breeze, and the memos on Friday, and then have nobody say, oh, I didn't see that, I didn't listen to it, I didn't know what it was all about. So we're going to try to be transparent to you. I'm going to try to be transparent to you and communicate as much as possible, but it's your responsibility to listen, evaluate, and give us back your feedback.
Good afternoon, my friends. I'm just not talking about United Mutual, but also the entire Laguna Woods Village. Right now, I'm asking for your vote for the United Mutual because I'm a candidate. Our community is one of the top communities for 55 and older people in the world, but it still has it's missing a lot to be calling it a big, happy family. And that's my goal. I want to make our community as one big, happy family. What do I have? What do I bring to us? Well, I'm a retired engineer from Rockwell and then Boeing Company, and I built our rocket engines, worked for more than 30 some years. I have 3 master's degrees in engineering as well as business and technology. I have background as a leadership in our HOA when we had 3 homes gave up to the landslide. I became the president of the HOA and got mayor of Anaheim involved to get FEMA money to bring our community to a stable condition. I also volunteered for the last 30 years on a Rehab Institute of Southern California in Orange and held many offices, including president. There are so many things I've learned in just the past year as the member of the board of director, as a member, as a city volunteer at the desk to get to know what goes on in the city, as well as delivering meals to Meals on Wheels. I mean, I'm now familiar with all the practices for parliamentary procedures, and I know how to operate or help operate our entire village and this multi-million-dollar community. Our aging community, as you know, needs a lot of funds for infrastructure. The sewer pipes are damaged, the roofs need repairs, water pipes need repairs. For all that we need, and also we need to be a harmonious community. So my aspiration, and I need your support right now for the United, but United and GRF are just the interim. I want to go on the board of our city and be the mayor of our town to make us get the proper tax credits that we so deserve, which we don't have. I need your support, not just now, but for the next umpteen years, 5-6 years, to accomplish my goals. Thank you so much, and let's be one big happy family. Thank you. I have been asked, how are you prepared to support the work of your mutual board? Well, I can say that I am an ethical straight shooter. I have considerable background in engineering, business, social work, not to mention teamwork. I've done a lot of wonders with the teams in the past. I've been a very good contributor, I think, for the board since January, in my first year on the board. And I look forward to accomplishing a lot more for all of us because this is my last home. I want to be here on this earth at this address until I go to the next one. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Manuel Armendariz, and I'd like to tell the residents and you as voters why I believe I would be a very good candidate as a director of the United Laguna Woods Mutual. I am very interested in the future of our community, and one of the biggest challenges we face is that we live in a 50-year-old community. And so we will be facing continual pressure with the spending of our funds in order to maintain these properties. And the reason I think I can make a difference is because I bring 14 years of experience in public accounting as a retired California CPA, having worked for the international firm of Coopers & Lybrand. I also have had extensive experience as a chief financial officer and accounting officer for major real estate development companies in Orange County for over 40 years. I worked as a director of finance for the Irvine Company. I was the treasurer of the Irvine Ranch Water District. I was a chief financial and accounting officer for George Argyris and his group of companies. George is in the top 5 billionaires in Orange County. I also worked as a chief accounting and financial officer for Fredericks Development, which was a subsidiary of the Southern California Gas Company. And these are the reasons why I think I could make a difference as a director. My goal would be to continue the work that the present board has already been doing, but to try to make more of a difference in making sure that our monies are wisely spent, that we get a buck's worth of work for every buck that we spend. And the 3 committees that I would plan to work on as a director would be, of course, the Finance Committee, where I could lend my extensive years of experience in both accounting and finance and property management. Another is the Architectural Standards Committee. And the third one, which I think is very near and dear to all of us, is the Landscape Committee. Because we think, I think you agree with me, that we could use improvements in how our landscaping work is performed. These are the reasons why I think I'm a good candidate, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you. These are my answers as to how I would be prepared to support the work of our mutual board. I believe that the biggest contribution we can make is to make proper and wise decisions on how we spend our funds. We raise millions of dollars through members' assessments, and I would work on 3 committees that I hope I would be appointed to. The first one, of course, would be the Finance Committee, where my accounting and financial expertise from over 50 years of experience I think could make good inputs. Another committee I would hope to work on would be the Architectural Committee and the Maintenance and Construction Committee. These are the committees that make decisions that affect millions of dollars that are spent by our community. So this is how I'm prepared to support the work of our mutual boards, by getting involved in committees that affect the use of our millions of dollars and making sure that we are making the proper decisions and spending our money as wisely as possible. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Reza Bastani. I'm running for United's board. I have lived in Avenida Mallorca, Laguna Woods for 7 years. My education is BS Electrical and Electronic Engineering from UK and Industrial Management also from UK. My business background is as follows. URS Corporation, lead instrument and electrical engineer. And before that, I was in Qatar Petroleum and senior control system engineer. Bechtel Operation, Bakersfield, California. as Senior Control System Engineer. I was in Solon Corporation also, which is a solar company in Van Nuys, California, as Installation and Maintenance Manager. I also was in Bechtel Petroleum San Francisco in projects from Peru, Dubai, Alaska, and other projects in Middle East as Senior Control System Engineer. I was also in NIOC Senior Maintenance and Installation Manager. I'm military, I was Communication Engineer. My village activities consists of technical advisor to Architectural and Control Committee, and I have also used table tennis club and art classes in this community. If selected as a member of the board, I believe I can support the activities of the board by providing technical assistance when required. I have had 37 years of experience in multidisciplinary projects in energy industry, such as oil, gas, and solar. The location and climate stretch from Peru, Dubai, Alaska, to Bakersfield, California, and various countries in the Middle East. I've been involved in infrastructure development process from conception to completion of various projects. This includes contracts as well as maintenance and management. This experience has given me an extensive overall engineering knowledge. I hope if I can be useful in board's activities. I have also acted as technical manager in United Architectural and Alteration Committee. I would like to support the work of our mutual by providing technical assistance and also do the following: relax the exclusive use of limited common property resolution so that members can enjoy more amenities. Propose a process to review and simplify the alteration process. I will work to reduce financial requirements for buying a unit. I will also propose a method to as-built existing drawings, as these are required for any alteration in any industry. I will also initiate a review of management of security section. The response I have felt sometimes is not been adequate, especially at nights. Thank you.